Africa Ventures. Now, the venture capital fund will invest in companies leveraging digital technologies to provide essential services. Now, two Kenyan startups, Shamba Pride and Poa Internet, are among beneficiaries set to receive follow-up funding of up to $5 million from the fund. We get more from our very own Jasmine Wambui.
Barely 2 weeks into the new year, foreign investments have begun to trickle in. Kenyan startups can now tap into a new 4.8 billion shillings investment by the European Investment Bank into Seedstars Africa Ventures. The fund is expected to benefit startups developing and implementing digital technologies, particularly those addressing basic needs such as education and value chain efficiency.
Venture capital is a relatively new asset class in Africa. It is perceived as high risk, and therefore it is very difficult for fund managers to raise these funds. It's not been made easier with recent developments. It's crucial, though, to have venture capital in a thriving economy. Young companies, startups, they need equity. They first need equity before they can raise debt from a bank. Most of the companies this fund will support cannot go to a bank. They're not bankable, there is no collateral, they might not even have significant cash flows yet.
In 2021, Shamba Pride, a Kenyan startup looking to ease the access of quality farm inputs for farmers, received $1.1 million from Seedstars Africa Ventures. This injection, Shamba Pride founders say, has led to the tripling of the fortunes of the company founded in 2016.
So far, we have a pool of 2,700 of these shops, basically, and we feel that in the next couple of years, we will be able to make a significant impact.
Seedstars Africa Ventures says it has a target investment fund of $80 to $100 million. The $30 million investment from European Investment Bank are shot in the arm for the venture capital fund, seeing that in 2023, venture capital had dipped by 36% in the continent. The funds are critical for young companies that are more often than not unable to access debt for lack of equity.
If you put these numbers together, you realize that there are a significant amount of entrepreneurs that are missing out or don't have access to capital. And this is why we see a need for broader teams capable of putting deeper capital into entrepreneurs across the region and across sectors.
This investment by the lender signals investor confidence in the continent and is hoped will serve as a sign of approval for other institutional investors. Jasmine Wambui for Citizen TV, Nairobi.